Lead with purpose and create lasting impact. Welcome to the Kunateh Impact Show, where growth begins with accountability and leadership is built through action. I'm Abdul Kunateh, and every episode is designed to give you practical, real-world insights you can apply immediately to lead yourself better, lead others stronger, and build something that lasts. Because real impact starts with how you show up every day. Let's dive in. Imagine you spend 2 weeks firefighting a product launch, only to realize your attention was stuck on low-impact fixes while the core feature missed its launch criteria. 2 weeks of energy, meetings, and late nights. Gone. I lived that. We missed the market window, team morale dipped, and the product lost momentum. If I could go back, I'd make one decision differently. Treat attention like currency. Spend it where it compounds, not where it evaporates. That decision changed everything. Here's the turning point. We had a failing initiative, confused priorities, overlapping ownership, and endless meetings. I stopped adding more hours and started reallocating attention. I pulled 3 conversations into a single focused alignment session. I shifted one senior lead from day-to-day fixes to product clarity, and I carved out 2 uninterrupted hours each morning for the core team to execute. Within 3 weeks, the roadmap cleared, velocity returned, and what looked like failure became a stable operation. That move forced better decisions, not just more activity. Today, I want to reframe how you lead. Attention is a finite currency you spend, invest, and protect. Over the next 10 minutes, I'll give you 3 practical moves, an investment framework, buy, hold, divest, operational practices to guard attention, and 3 tight examples of realignment that produced measurable returns. By the end, you'll have 1 immediate action to reclaim focus this week. Insight 1, the investment framework. Buy, hold, divest. Think of attention like money in a ledger. Buy means deliberately investing attention where you expect compounding returns. Onboarding a new leader, framing a product roadmap, coaching a high potential performer. Hold is when you maintain attention to protect value, weekly check-ins with a stabilized team, quality reviews that prevent regressions. Divest is the hardest, pulling attention away from initiatives that consume time without return, or tasks you should delegate or stop altogether. How do you decide where to place attention? Use 3 questions. 1, does this move increase clarity? 2, does it unlock others' effectiveness? 3, is there evidence of return in the next 2 to 4 weeks? If you answer yes to 2 of 3, consider a buy. If it consistently answers yes to hold questions, standardize the cadence and reduce active time. If it fails the test, divest. That simple filter turns vague priorities into repeatable choices. Insight 2, protective practices. You can't simply decide to focus. Systems must protect attention across your team. Start with time block rules, reserve core focus blocks, no meetings, no messaging for the team's top priority window. I recommend a shared 90-minute block 3 times a week for deep execution, protected by a team calendar policy. Second, practice meeting triage. Set a 15-minute guideline for deciding if a meeting is buy, hold, or divest. If it doesn't meet the buy criteria, make it async or cancel. Third, run attention audits. Once a month, ask, where do we spend most of our leadership time? Track recurring meetings, urgent troubleshooting, and passive oversight. Map those against high-impact outcomes. Often you'll find attention leaks, recurring status meetings that add little, or leaders pulled into tactical execution instead of strategy. Those are your divest opportunities. Insight 3, realignment examples. First example, team autonomy. I shifted a manager from daily check-ins to once weekly outcome conversations and asked him to declare a decision guardrail. Result, the team made faster decisions and I reclaimed 5 hours a week to focus on higher leverage work. Second, product clarity. We held a 2-hour alignment session with a tight agenda, distilled the product to 2 core outcomes, and canceled 3 peripheral initiatives. Velocity jumped and launch timing recovered. Third example, execution speed. We removed a daily status meeting, replaced it with a 10-minute async digest, and a twice weekly 30-minute problem solve. The result was fewer interruptions, clearer priorities, and a measurable drop in cycle time for critical tickets. Small structural changes like that compound quickly when attention is applied where it matters. Recap and key takeaways. 1. Treat attention as currency. Buy what compounds. Hold what protects value. Divest what drains it. 2. Protect attention with rules, time blocks, meeting triage, and monthly attention audits. 3. Realign with tight interventions, increase autonomy, clarify product outcomes, and reduce interruptive status rituals. These 3 moves, applied consistently, will buy you weeks of productive time over a quarter. Reflection point. Take 60 seconds. Think about the last week. Where did you spend most of your attention? What consumed energy but didn't move outcomes? Hold that example in your mind now. Remember it. Action step. One thing to do right now. Schedule a 15-minute attention audit this week. List your top 5 attention sinks and label each buy, hold, or divest. Then immediately block a 90-minute focus window for a buy item and cancel or delegate one recurring meeting. That single move will begin to shift your team's rhythm toward higher impact. Try it this week and notice the difference. If this episode added value, subscribe to the Kunateh Impact Show for more frameworks and real-world moves you can apply this week. Share this with a leader who needs the reminder that attention is the currency of impact. Thank you for listening to the Kunateh Impact Show. If today's episode added value, share it with someone who's committed to growth. And remember, real leadership isn't about position or title. It's about influence and impact. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and creating a lasting impact.